Friday night, 8 o'clock. That means one thing. It means one thing. What does it mean, Seth?
It means guitar safari, guitar. It's dangerous.
It certainly is. It certainly is.
Because you come in thinking that, I'm just going to talk about my stuff and whatever, and then you end up leaving needing to buy something. So that's usually how it goes. I'm like, oh fuck, Ben has that. That's how Ben gets that sound on his. Oh, he's using those pedals. I can't afford those pedals. Damn it! How do I get those pedals? And then you end up slowly getting them. So,
and you're all over the place,
everywhere.
What can you do, right?
Can do it.
Well, welcome in everybody. Welcome to Guitar Safari, Seth. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, Charles. Eddie, Sherman,
and he's here.
Sherman.
There he is.
What the hell, Charles? This Presley guy's fucking idiot.
I know. That's why we have you on staff.
You're such a dick. Yep, Sherman never treats me right. No, sometimes he's nice. When no one's around, he's Presley. I love you.
Right? I figured out what we need to do with you two.
What's that?
I think the Guitar Safari Corporation needs to send you off on a team building retreat, you and Sherman.
Right. No, I was wondering, can Sherman be a guest on Chatting with Charles?
Oh, God.
You should have Sherman and the goat on. They would be fantastic. They could at least cover a half an hour.
It all started in China, Charles, just like all these damn guitars.
He was actually born next to a guitar factory.
Oh, now I want to do it.
Do that voice for a whole hour might stretch my abilities, but I'll try. I'll give it a shot. So how you been? What's been going on this week?
It has just been it has been a week of work, and took off some time today with the missus, and
nice. Okay,
so we had a nice restful day. On that show, Ben would pay to see that show, by the way.
Pay to see that show, or we get a super chat for that one. That's great. Okay, let's wait till you go public. Is that what they call it in the YouTube world? When you go over 1,000, like what?
Monetize.
You go public. I'm going public at 500. Yep.
How about you? How was your week?
Not bad. I finally got. I've been waiting for paint. When they deliver paint to me, apparently, because I live in, in Marin County, they don't want to deliver the paint directly to your door and leave it, because they figure if it blows up and catches on fire, that they're liable. So they send you a thing that says your paint's here, come and get it. And it's not a normal post office. It's a weird little strip mall place where you go, and then the guy is all confused. Luckily, my wife took care of it for me, but she picked up the candy apple red paint, which is going on this little guy.
The little baby guitar is gonna get candy apple red.
So yeah, and I've been finishing the neck of this little baby guitar all week. Has been getting coat after coat of True Oil. So that's what the maple starts as, right? And now it's all finished, or not completely, but look at that. Chatoyance. Ooh, Chaton. Well, it's also like you can see the wood grain move, and then the rosewood is really good. Now, mind you, that's glossier than it's going to be. I'm gonna buff it back. It's just piled on there right now, especially on the rosewood side. New headstock needs a logo, and then we're good to go. So that's what I've been doing, man. I've been a busy boy. Oh, and I got one more thing back here I want to show off. Yeah, sure. We can. Well, should we show it off now, or you want to wait for a minute?
Well, I mean, we can do either way. Which would you rather?
Let's wait for a minute, because it's exciting and fun.
Yeah, that keeping the suspense. Sure, why not?
Whoa.
All right, well, let's examine who we've got in our chat, right?
Yeah, please. So, who came by?
So we've got Paul McNary and all the cats. Half are watching on your channel, half are watching on my channel.
Nice. They're hanging out with Mustafa. I could not get out of this.
I like Paul's style. He gets both channels going and has the cats line up in front of the TVs.
Has them hitting the like button.
That's right. Yeah. They're pounding. That's why you keep seeing a like and go and come away, because they keep hitting the like button over and over again.
You got to get them all their individual channels, and I can get up to 500.
So we got Paul McNary and all the cats. We've got Big Wave Dave.
Big Wave Dave, Small Trophy Seth. Yeah.
So we've got GTR 1952 Gary, who has made it in for a Friday night show. Usually he's kind of tied up, so he made it in. Appreciate that.
Well, who's he tied up by? That sounds kinky.
That's personal.
I'm just saying, if you're all tied up, could be a glorious evening. It depends on who's got you tied up. Mm-hmm.
This is true. And we've got our music-in-law, Ryan Hall, in the chat, saying hello to everybody. And Keith H. is here.
What up, Keith?
Yeah, Keith H. is here, followed by Wayne McConnell.
Wiggity Wayne in the house in the hizzy. What up, Wayne?
Martian Murray is here.
Wayne McConnell is from California. Am I right? I think so.
We'll let Wayne answer that. I'm not sure.
I think Wayne McConnell is from the Bay Area of California in Mazone. I think Wayne's in Mazone.
So Wayne is here. Martian Murray is here. Martian Murray somewhere in the chat was asking if I was going to San Antonio for Fiesta. Don't know about that, but I am in San Antonio tomorrow for a couple hours.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Not really for the reason I'm going, but okay.
Oh, well, you could probably it depends on what time you get off. You could hit some kind of cool store on the way home.
Yeah, maybe. And
make it worth the journey. Or if you're driving in, you could check out what's on Craigslist before you go, since you're driving. Hit the Craigslist.
Someone might have done a marketplace preview.
That's what I figured. Yeah, a marketplace preview. See what's in town. Yeah.
And so our buddy Ben Coombs is in the chat as well. Welcome in.
Well, I saw Ben hanging out, man. What up, Ben? You're the man.
And he was followed by Hip Metalworks.
Hip hip. What up, dude?
Vox Guitar Rocks is already answering our question of our theme. Awesome.
Okay. All right. Let's hear what people have to say.
We got Christian NYC in the chat as well. I'm so sorry to have cut you off.
No, it's okay. I got a theory. On what song to learn.
All right. Looking forward to hearing this. So Guitar Man 45 is saying hello to both you and me, and I'm sure everyone else in the chat as well.
Up, Bo?
Our brother William De Silva is in the chat.
I had seen. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I just want to talk about Bo because I had seen Bo briefly on your channel because I work that day, so I usually go back. But then when I'm off work on Sunday is usually wife time. Anyway, so I went and tried, and then I got to see him hanging out because I got to stop by the Buffalo meeting. Thank you very much for having me by. That was amazing. And man, what killer equipment! All those amps, and I'm sure that you guys have told me that there's a whole parade of guitars back there. That's sick. I love.
There are guitars everywhere there.
Yeah, I love it when some people that they know that you can park your money like that, right? If you've got a substantial amount of savings, why not just park it in some killer equipment? That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So we've got our buddy Jimmy Bider in the chat.
What up, Jimmy?
And from sunny Arizona.
Oh boy, here we go. Rico.
You did that so well it switched us.
Whoa, that was crazy. That was just like it blew the world up.
Oh.
Something just happened, Charles. Whoa. Hey, Rico B sent me a text this week. It was hilarious. That he had access to an AI program that will generate a song for you if you plug in some lyrics.
All right.
So he plugged in the beginning lyrics, the first two, lines or 4 lines out of my song, I Need You Now, and sent it to me in like 4 different versions that were, I got to say this, every version of it was good.
Oh, really?
Like every version of it was like, oh man, I think it's because good, easy, simple lyrics transfer well in that medium, right? And those lyrics were the most simple, silly lyrics that you could think of, but it was really fun. I think on Wednesday, on playing some Presleys, when I have my Spark amp hooked up with my phone, and I can you'll hear what's on my phone, I'll play it then. So we'll have it at least on the interwebs, because I thought it was hilarious. It was really good. Yeah.
So we've got Trev Symmetry in the chat. Welcome in, buddy.
Jesus Christ, Charles! It's going to get to be some point where we're not even going to get through the roll call.
I know it's going to be a half hour. Michael Krause is in the chat, and I'm
what up,
it up.
No, who was before Michael? Who was before Michael? Michael. Who was before Michael?
So we got Michael Krause, and before Michael was Symmetry.
I'm sorry. Okay. Symmetry. What up, dude? Michael. What up, dude? We're catching up. We're going there. We're going the whole way.
We're getting there. And Blue Mox is in the chat.
Oh, what up, Blue? You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue.
And so, Ben is telling us that Wayne is a fellow Canuck, and he is out of British Columbia, according to Wayne himself.
Man, so, I am totally wrong. I thought it Wayne.
On the right. You had the right coast, just the wrong latitude. That's all.
Damn it! I should not be standing in here. I got too much dust in my studio because I've been working on my guitars. I got dust and glue and shit everywhere.
Well, let's see. I think we may just I think we've gotten just about everybody. But let me just Yep. That covers everyone in the chat.
Beautiful. So I don't know. What do you think? You want to do? You would play like Horse with No Name. I think that's what I said you should learn first, because it's only 2 chords. But
I will say that Horse with No Name was a really quick one to learn. I mean, There's not a lot to it. Once you nail the strumming pattern, it's very satisfying.
Right. Well, you had a leg up on that because most people don't have the experience in other instruments to be able to know it, to kind of get that strum. Mm-hmm. If you played notes in faster sequences, you can figure out by listening what you should be strumming. But then people that haven't ever strummed before or played music before, that's a whole new concept of staying on. I think, it's definitely important to learn some chords and have people teach you some chord shapes. Mm-hmm. But equally as important, it is to learn how to read simple tabs. Mm-hmm. 6-line tabs that tell you the number that your finger should be on the fret. That is a must. Once you have that, then you let your passion drive you to how far do you want to go, because now you know how to read the map, and it can be very confusing or it can be very simple.
Yeah, I did a YouTube guitar lesson, simplified guitar lesson on Simple Man, and that was really satisfying as well.
Right.
So when you're starting out, you're starting out the gate and you're working on stuff, finding a song that you like, can be a big boost to keep you going, right?
Totally. Ben has a good point. He says 12-bar blues is a must to learn. It's a foundation for so much, right? Give me 12-bar blues and a pentatonic scale, and throw the blues notes in there, and you'd be doing great.
I like that.
Having a lot of fun. And then as soon as it starts to become fun, then you you play a lot more. So your skills go up and up and up.
Well, and Vox Guitar Rock says Fly By Night by Rush is a good one as well. He says it's pretty easy. So, I was thinking about this after you and I kind of nailed down the topic, right?
Right.
And there are those songs that you just could be taken in a couple different ways, right? They're the songs that you need to know because those are the ones you'll be asked to play, right? So hence Freebird was the first thing up in the chat, right? So probably would be a good idea if you're in a cover band, learn Freebird. Okay, because you're going to be asked to play it at one point.
Oh yeah, if you're.
But so there are those, right? And then another category, you have the songs that will teach you a skill. Right. That are really good illustration of something. So like Ben's talking about the 12-bar blues, right? Because, if you could play 12-bar blues, then you can pretty much play, 90% of the stuff within the blues genre, right? So, you're there. And then there's the stuff that I think that you absolutely love that is going to get you motivated to want to work even harder and to learn more and to play more and keep that guitar in your hand because you're having a good time.
That's what you said it right there. Keep the guitar in your hand because you're having a good time, right? A lot of times I feel like, and this isn't sometimes at home when I'm practicing what I'm interested in, which might not sound musical at all to someone who's like, who would rather hear a song. When you're hearing, scales or triplets or things practiced, it doesn't sound good. But honest to God, dude, if you practice that stuff a lot, the playing comes more natural when you go down to play. When you are playing along with a song, if you've really done those fundamental tricks that you need to learn, do the scales, do those triplets, do up and down the neck, all your, there was a lot of stuff to practice.
Yeah, and those are the things that are hard for you to push yourself to do and to make it because you're like, I'm not seeing anything out of this, right? It's too hard. It's like blah, blah, blah.
It's too hard is the number one thing. It's too hard. Yes, it's supposed to be too hard. And you're supposed to push yourself each time. If you're doing those scales and it's not too hard, move on. Go to the harder stuff that is too hard. But I know that my wife doesn't want to hear do 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 like these weird scales all day, but I have to really play, and I enjoy doing it for a certain amount of time. So for a half an hour or more, I'll trip out on, I'll choose a mode or I'll choose a key, and I'll play in either of those, and I'll just practice that.
I like Michael Krause's advice here too, or listen to a song and follow along with the chords and the lyrics, right? See if you can pick out the chords and play along, with the rhythm of the song, right?
Absolutely. Once you're experienced to intermediate level and you have a good knowledge of, you pretty much all the chords and bar chords and you can play scales up the neck, you should be able to kind of get the gist of a riff of most songs, rock songs and pop songs, with the exception of confusing stuff, and be playing it before the end of the song.
Yeah.
At least part of it, or at least be able to get that root note to where you'll know what key it's in, I think that comes, and being able to pick up and play along with any song is something that makes you feel good about yourself, when you can do it.
Yeah, for sure. So Fox Guitar Rock says that Wildwood Flower is epic. He says it's easy or impossible depending on which version you try.
Right, exactly. Those are the good songs that you can play. The good songs that are super. School of Rock is a good example because they take songs and they strip them down to a drum beat that is literally, you can bang it on boom, pop, boom, pop. But the actual song is more advanced than that. But really, you can strip it down to that fundamental, and it still sounds good and recognizable because it's so familiar.
Yeah, Ryan Hall has chimed in, and he says "Simple Man's" a great song from the old Southern Boys. And I will tell you, I was thrilled when I learned to play, the simplified version of that.
Did they have you tune it down? Did you tune down?
No. Because
the band tunes down.
Right, the band tunes down. The
half step or whole step. I think it's a whole step by the.
The lesson I did, it was in standard tuning.
Yeah,
it was simplified.
Don't try to sing it in standard tuning unless you are amazing, because it's it's not easy to try to get. You could flub that note, but.
See, and Hip's got a great idea too, right? Any kind of campfire tune. It's just, it's just meant to be fun and have a good time. And if you mess it up, who really cares?
Yeah, I don't do campfires anymore, really. I haven't sat at a campfire in so many years. And if I did and somebody handed me a guitar and said, hey, play some campfire songs, I'd be like, No.
That's only because of that time you fell in. Really? Come on.
Right. No. I don't know why I'd be so kind of pissy, but when somebody wants you to play guitar, when you play guitar semi-professionally, like I get paid to go in and play guitar and teach little kids. I'm not doing anything major. Don't, get me wrong. But when you play guitar semi-professionally, then you start to, your perspective of somebody saying, play guitar for me. You're like, pay me. Same thing with Ben. Like, give that boy a super chat for he's shredding, on his live streams. I should super chat more often for those shredding fingers that he has on fire. Fire fingers. He's got Canadian fire fingers up there. That's what it is.
Oh boy. Well, Randy is saying pretty much any hit Tom Petty song is easy and goes over well in the bars. So
now, don't get me wrong. I would hand my guitar to them at the campfire, Charles, because I'd be like, I'm probably too buzzed anyways and too much tea. I'm just going to sit here and be a little bit afraid and in my own head.
There you go. Well, and Michael Krause is saying "Dead Flowers" is an easy starter song as well.
Good call. And
Ben's letting us know the cat has shown up. Must have heard my voice. She must have heard my voice.
And then the freaking goat yells. God damn it, Sherman! Put the goat in the pen, or at least into the van. Put him in the van.
Gotta love it. Oh, so Ben, Michael wants to know what the cat's name is. So make sure you answer that in the chat.
Roasted Canadian maple. Sorry.
So Vox Guitar Rocks is saying "Over the Hills" is a good for learning pull-offs. Okay, good to know. That's right.
What, over the hills and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Boo 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 doo 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 ba doo 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 boo skidoo doo doo ba da ga da doo ba doo no 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 no.
We almost made it a half hour, Seth. Almost. Almost. You couldn't get me till 8:30. No.
Over the hills and through the woods. Boy, this guitar sure sounds good. I've got 2 amps. I really should get another pedal.
Oh my.
Yep, I do need another pedal. I need a boost. Nope. I know, not a boost. I need a drive, which is different than a boost. Is it? I don't know. Maybe it's not. It sounds different. Different word.
But Hip says, "Yup, the key is to push yourself, strive to be better," just like you were talking about a little bit ago. Which means I'm probably way behind in the chat. But you know what?
Chat's rolling. His words move. Yep. Push yourself and strive to get better. And just do know that some of those things that are fundamental, boring parts initially will be a lot more fun when it all kind of starts to come together.
Yeah. And I like that when a song has something that's really, it maybe has a lot of it is really easy, and then you got this one tough part. And so you come in feeling good with the easy part. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to get it this time. I really
totally. Guitar Man says 1, 6 minor, 4, 5. Yep. Rinse and repeat. Change position and just call them different things. And you've got every song ever written.
There you go. And Ben is saying Rocky Mountain Way is a nice and easy one to play as well. Gotta love that.
There's a song that I used to play. Gosh, I forget the band. It was not a very well-known band, but it was E minor and G. And all I had to do is go back from E minor and G, and the lyric is what carried it. What?
Oh, Blue Mock says the test is you go on OU812 show and you join in on the Purple Rain rowdy round after a couple hours of rock.
Yeah. Purple Rain, if you can hang with that, right? I can't hang with those. Is that in E? Purple? No, it's in F. It's in either A or F because it starts in A and then it ends. The main chord is F. What we call the drop, the most powerful chord. Hey, have you ever seen, Charles, the thing where you take a speaker or a speaker with a cellophane over it and they put rice on the speaker and then they dial the speaker to different hertz and the rice forms itself into different geometrical shapes?
Yes.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? What is that about, bro? That's heavy duty mystical shit right there.
It is interesting.
So you're telling me that if you did it on a big enough scale and those pieces of rice were like blocks of big ass stone, we're talking huge scale, change piece of rice to big ass blocks of stone, you could do the right frequency and the shit would build a fucking pyramid, bro. And you know what it is? It's my power chord that I play, like, but I just haven't built the big enough amp. That's what the pyramids are. They're big ass amps. And the tubes blew out. That's why they got abandoned. It all makes sense. They used to, yeah, that's the beginning of AC/DC. Was in Egypt. Whew, I figured it out.
And like Ben was, I am behind in the chat, but I'm having one of those nights where I don't think I really care. We'll get to it.
All depends on the key you're in. That's why you need to be able to transpose keys. Well,
so Guitar Rock says the first one he ever learned is If I Was a Carpenter. Martian Marie says any Nirvana song, learn how to use power chords and dined out distortion.
Mm-hmm. That's always fun stuff too, because you're being loud.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Oh, I'm old.
So what else do you think? I mean, in looking at that, right? Because I kind of give you like these three categories, right? Songs that you should learn to play just because everyone's going to ask you to play them.
I mean, if you're an adult,
the songs that teach you fundamental skills, right? To teach you something that you're using a lot of other songs, and then of course the songs that you love that are going to keep you inspired.
Totally, yes, and it's also about as you're getting on your journey. Not only songs, you should be going to your equipment and having fun, just making cool tones and loud noises, like figuring out, what kind of drive you like, figuring out, do you like clean more? Do you like to push heavier drive? Well, do you like delay? Do you like phaser? What do you like? What's your deal? And that becomes a big fun part of it, right? When you hit that level, then you start to enjoy it more. You spend a little bit more money, but if you buy the right stuff, you can move it around. So, All
right. So, Internationally Insane Studios says, Seth, my songs are super easy to jam with, right?
Yeah. Well, certain parts are. Yes. Yeah. And, I keep it real with you, brother. Yes, that their parts are easy. And then other parts are, I feel, when there's a lot of movement. Like when I'm in a band and we're writing stuff and we're figuring stuff out, if there's a lot going on with other stuff, if keys is busy and bass is busy or whatever, then I might back off. So whenever there's a lot happening, I like to step back and let that happen. So yes, but I can't wait to hear the blues. I didn't get the blues. You said you emailed it to me, but I didn't get it. But I know you got my email. So we'll figure it out. And this coming Wednesday, hopefully I can jam that blues. That'll be fun.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, do you want to see my new Telecaster?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good time to do that.
Why the hell not?
Why not?
It's behind here. It needs a little bit of work.
Does it now?
Yeah, it is not done yet. Oh my god! Because it's made out of 2x4s.
Oh my!
Right, 2x4. It's a 2x4 caster.
Oh.
So I got my template on there. So pretty good. And it is redwood. It's a redwood 2x4.
So you are taking the plunge into making your own bodies now, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, fuck it. That's no big deal. Laminate the boards together. Came together pretty well. Needs a little bit of wood filler on the gaps in the back, but I wanted to leave that knot for the center of the back of the guitar. That'll be like pretty much right in the middle of the back of the guitar. Look kind of cool. Yeah. So why not? Right? Why not?
Yeah.
Get into it. You gotta do it to do it. Right. So, but I am not there. This thing's stupid. There's about
So
a third of it that I have to cut off.
Sadie Lamp Duo, welcome in. He is asking if is anyone performing Marijuanaville in Whipping Post Jam tomorrow?
Marijuanaville. That's going to be at Hippie Hill in San Francisco tomorrow. 420. 420. Everybody's going to be getting stoned.
There you go.
Shut up.
Oh, speaking of getting stoned.
Yeah.
So
that's something about learning guitar. All people should be getting stoned.
Yeah.
While they're learning guitar.
Of course, why not?
It helps.
So the boy, the missus, and I, we all go grab haircuts today, right?
Okay. Oh, it does look good. I was going to say something.
Because we're going to a thing tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
And so, the haircuts take a little longer than what we're hoping for. And so we're hungry. So we decided, okay, we're going to go down to the Taco Cabana and we're going to pick up some quesadillas and a cabana bowl and some margaritas. And we're going to go home and eat them and relax and have a good time.
Yeah.
So, I'm there in a drive-through window and I'm ordering the food and I get to the margaritas and says, and I'll have a 2 lime margaritas and a strawberry margarita. And the dude's voice changes immediately. And he goes, dude, if you like alcohol, we serve beer through the window too.
Dude, if you like alcohol.
So I'm laughing. I'm dying laughing. My wife is like, what? So the guy's high.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you work at a taco place. Yeah.
And so she's going on about, I don't know if I want some guy that's high doing my food. I said, no, it's going to be great. You're going to get bigger portions.
Yeah, are you kidding?
He's hungry.
You do want them high doing your yeah.
So we pull up to the window, and that guy comes to the window, and I'm right. He's baked.
Yeah, you can tell.
And it just kind of kept going that way, and I'm dying laughing.
Oh man,
yeah, it was just a lot of fun.
But they probably forgot something.
Oh, they messed up quite a bit in the order. Instead of getting a strawberry margarita, we got a big red margarita.
Okay,
which is just awful. They take big red soda and they pour it into a margarita. So you end up with something that tastes like
terrible.
It tastes like cough. It tastes like cough syrup. Right.
Wow. Yeah.
So that and I give him my VA card so we can get the veterans discount. Right.
Okay.
And so the guy takes the card and he looks at my card and he's reading it and he's like, you hard time making out because like he's gone, right? He's like, okay, VA medical. Oh, are you a medic? And I'm like, no.
Dude, just give me my discount. Let's not go into this.
Well, right. So he went through all that. Dude did not give me the discount.
Of course not.
Yes, I definitely got my ears lowered, but.
Extra 10% for wasting my time with
but it was like at that point
silly
I didn't
ID
care because it was just a hilarious experience, right? At that point I didn't even care. I was like, okay, what about her business?
Just give me my food and give me my cough syrup margarita so I can go home and drink it. Probably was cough syrup in there. Gross.
Yeah, it might as well have been.
But the food was good. Was it? Was it good? Was it edible? Was it okay?
The food was delicious. The food
was
delicious. They got that right.
You got thumbs up on the food.
That conversation probably is eventually going to have to happen, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Guitar Man 45 just wants to make us all jealous because he's going to see King X tomorrow with his daughter.
That's amazing, dude. You're an awesome
his daughter to another concert a little while back. She had a great time, and so now it's their bonding thing, I think.
That is amazing. Awesome dad. One of the students that I work directly with today, her dad is a super cool, nice guy, and he picked up his daughter in their surf van and headed out to the ocean at like 2:00 when they got off school. It's like that's a cool dad, right? Take up your kid and go. Let's go surfing.
Michael Kraus Big Red soda is a cherry flavored soda that is just way too sweet. It's like
it is good if you shake it up
on crack.
You shake it up and you throw it against the curb.
The margarita, it tastes like cough syrup for sure.
Big Red, when in the ghetto, we should take it and shake it up and throw it against the curb until the can get a little spark in it, and it would be squirting out, and then you hold it to your mouth. as it squirted out. That's how we drank Big Red.
Yeah, Big Red, Ben, is a Southern pop for sure. And yes, we also have Big Red, the cinnamon flavored gum here as well. But yeah.
Oh yeah, no, not that. Yeah, we had Big Red soda in California, and where I was raised.
Martian Murray, I'm sorry, I have to really disagree with that. I do not care for Big Red. and guess who got stuck with the Big Red?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that
with the Big Red margarita.
Who you did?
I did, because my son tried it and he's like, Dad, I can't. I was like, just
fine. Suck it up.
Because he wanted a strawberry margarita.
I remember it being delicious too, coming out as like a spray. It was so sweet. It was almost like licking a lollipop. So it's probably good in that sense. It's just super sugary, like a cream soda with some cherry flavoring, kind of is what I think it is, pretty much. Right? Mm-hmm. Waco, Texas, huh? Wow.
It is a Texas soda. And
how far are you from Waco?
Well, Waco is actually the home of Dr. Pepper.
Right.
I don't know if it's the home of Big Red as well, but Big Red is definitely a Southern soda, and it very well could be a Texas soda. But
Waco, Texas also has an amazing wave pool in Waco, Texas. That's a big deal for all the surfers. Is one of the best wave pools is in good old Waco. Yum, yum. Now a Big Mac costs $10. Wow. Workers make $20 an hour. That's true. In California, they make $20 an hour, and they're all stoned. Yep. That's the way you do it. Although I think this is that now that they're paying the employees $20 an hour, they're going to thin it down to the cream of the crop. If you're not cutting it, you are out of here. It's not going to be like overstaffing like it used to be. We just hire as many minions as we need and just rob them run. But now it's going to be like, all right, got to have only obedient minions, and everybody else gets fired because we're not paying them $20 to do nothing.
There you go. Well, this is why I love Sean Hockey, right? Because here he comes in. He's got his song suggestion, right?
Yes.
He thinks everyone should learn Iron Man, right? Because power chords, heavy metal, takes us in a completely different direction.
Totally.
See, now I just have to try it, right?
Well, for me, I was playing heavy metal was before I wanted to do chords and wanted to play other songs. I wanted to just shred. Yep. Oh, check my email. Well, all right. We'll probably do it Wednesday, but I'll check it right now. Yep. So I'm stoked. I'm going to be able to. I brought that 2x4 body home with me. I sent my email to the headstock decal company in the UK, Rothko and Frost, because they back in the day I used to get my headstock decals on a sheet by bulk, right. And they were, they were affordable. And then they went to not doing the sheet. They do them 2 at a time for $14, so $7 each.
Yeah, that was a change in the deal, huh?
I mean, that just doesn't really work for me at being at this level. No, brother. You know what? Let me check I'll check my spam later, international, and I'll text you.
Hold on. We have an announcement to make. I'm sorry, Seth.
Go for it. Yeah.
Jay Santiago is going to be posting his first YouTube video later tonight. It's showing his technique for playing a sitar noise on a guitar without effects or gadgets. It should be interesting, so check it out.
Absolutely. That's very cool, Jay. And
Jay, any idea on the time when that might be posted?
Yeah, you got to do one of those AI generated thumbnail to impress us. No, don't worry about it. Just post something. That's what we had to do, Charles, because we were like, should we do it? Can we do it? And you just got to just do it and just because we have so much fun. Like,
if you build it, eventually somebody will come.
They come and hang out, even on playing some Presleys.
They might not stay.
They don't stay long. Playing some Presleys, they come in and they're like, "Oops, I got here. Oh, I'm out here." And they're gone. But that's cool. At least they stopped by and said, "What's up to Mustafa? I cannot still not find my way out of here." He's still stuck.
So Boomster Black did a cover of Iron Man in an Ozzy tribute back in 1985.
Oh, wow.
Gotta love it.
No, totally. Hey, anybody over on Presley Customs, make sure to come over to Charles's channel to chat, and make sure to like and subscribe to Charles's channel.
I love Jay's answer. We asked him when it's going to be on. He says, after I'm drunk, about 4 hours, maybe sooner.
Oh boy. Dude, don't worry about it, Jay. You got
he
this.
Doesn't care. He's going to check that out.
You know, you got this, Jay. I like Jay's comeback story too. Like he's got it going back together. And sometimes the road gets bumpy and you just strap in and just, work and do it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ben was funny because he had a comment a little while ago. It says, Domino's car drove by a little bit and now he wanted pizza. So the guy who doesn't like the digitals is installing the Domino's app on his phone.
Hey, if there was ever anything that was going to push our boy into the digital era, is going to be something delicious, or if they start to have weed delivery, he might have to subscribe to that, because that's a thing. Did I not? Oh, TikTok follow Sean. That I think I did, but I'm not. Am I terrible on TikTok or what? I did one. I posted the weird thing, I just posted the short with my guitar being in the freezer. But I did get your TikTok follow. I don't think I have any followers on TikTok. Somebody told me you got to be on TikTok. If you're on YouTube and you're doing anything on YouTube, you definitely got to be on TikTok. Well, I don't know. I might not be a TikToker, but I had to try it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, they already deliver weed.
For a minute?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. So Ben's just saying that they already deliver in his area, which is, totally. Oh, wait, hold on. Oops. They already deliver around his area. This is delivering freshness and goodness to my soul. It's Lipton tea. It's special Lipton tea. Guitar Man says, I'll be working on my medley after the pizza. What? Yes, that's amazing. Of different songs that you're going to shred. Ryan Hall says, Jay Santiago, awesome, brother. That's great. Can't wait. Just make sure that you make it. Not for private. No shit, Ryan. The other week, I posted all of my shorts after the video like I commonly do. Or, day after I post a bunch of shorts. And something happened with my settings and they all went to private. And I was all depressed. Like normally after a couple of hours after posting my shorts, I've got, 1,000 views or something like that. And there was like 0 views. And I was like, oh, YouTube decided they don't like me anymore. My algorithm is off. And I went back and looked at the postings and they were all posted private out of the blue. That was kind of, but once I reopened them up, one of them went to 6,000 views, which was my most viewed short ever. I forget what it was. It was stupid. But that's the way that my shorts roll. They are dumb. Somebody said LOL, which is a lot of people. That's one of the most common comments on this show, Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Because people just cannot. They're just like.
Oh,
Presley, you're not that funny. You don't have jokes.
I was like, I got jokes, Sherman. I got jokes. I got guitar jokes. Guess how many strings are on a 5-string guitar? 4 plus 1. That's why I'm not a comedian. Because I got good rhythm, but I don't have good ideas. Yep. Sadie Lance Duo said that I had to replace what is that? Tie rods on a Chevy after crossing Louisiana. Yep, that's crazy. Had to sell Les Paul. Bummer. Making pizza. Yes, we had pizza last night. We're going out for dinner tonight. I have a dinner date. I actually got a super hot chick to go on a date with me, Charles. she's my wife. It's
I
great.
hope so. Hope so.
Yeah. She's tall and she's beautiful, and she might even make it to dinner tonight. We'll see. Jay Santiago said, sorry if I'm talking about is rude, but if I actually stop being lazy, dude, it's not being rude. That's talking. I guess we did feel that way too. If we were saying like, oh, we shouldn't be promoting Guitar Safari in Tony's chat or anything like that. Right.
Yeah. Well, see, we're here, but we are here for the community, right? So you're doing something, let us know. We want to know.
Because of the community, for the community, we will, visit it. I think I need to make sure that I'm subscribed and hit the bell, which all of you guys should try to I know it's hard because YouTube doesn't make it easy always to search out your friends. So when you have the opportunity, like and subscribe to anybody who's your friend's channel. I started kind of releasing the gate, I guess, as it were, as far as subscriptions go, because I used to be very hesitant before I would subscribe to someone's channel. Like I'd be like, you really got to have me won over right before I'm going to go ahead. But now I'm going to subscribe if I see something I like, almost as if like it's a tag to go back later, right? And really dive in and see if I like it. So I've been subscribing to a lot more channels lately. Yeah, hit that bell. That's what Rico says. Hit the bell. Hit the thumbs up on both of our channels. Go to mine. Yeah. Starting 17 different strains this outdoor. Whoa. Oh, that's very cool. I used to be big time into that kind of horticulture that is very interesting and so much fun. Like all outdoor. So here's the thing. Boomster.
Hold on, Seth, I'm sorry. Jay, if you would go to just grab my email off the channel and send your YouTube channel to me because I'm having trouble finding it, and I will post your channel link in the chat.
Great. That way someone can just go there and click on it and become a member quite easily. Boomstick, I was saying, if you have a spot outdoors that has a shed nearby, put a couple of those babies on rollers, and as soon as they get to a good point, you could make that shed kind of sunproof and start running them 12 and 12 a little bit earlier, if you know what I mean. As soon as they get to a good level, then just as long as that shed is just, you have to do the rolling them in and out, just do 2 or 3 of them. I think you'll like the early 12 and 12 version of outdoor stuff. Takes a lot of effort though. You do have to be around unless you got like someone to do it for you. Oh yeah, the deck, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. My brother had the perfect deck that caught this sunlight that when the sunlight would set, it would hit the bay water in the San Francisco Bay and reflect up to where he had his horticulture. It was amazing, and that was just really made everything thrive. A greenhouse will also help. We are way off of the guitar topic, but we got into the subject that I do know. So I had to start to talk about the horticulture topic. Tea's gone cold, not wondering why.
It was part of the topic, one of the topics that was brought up in the show earlier, so why not, right?
Yeah, why not, right? And this is people are interested in this, and it's a very interesting thing. It's a lot like guitars in the way that one thing here affects other things down the road, right? Then there's a lot of cool things that you can do to express yourself when doing that kind of stuff. And also it's communing, hippie way to say it, but communing with nature. Like you're doing something with a living organism that is amazing and is alive here, and we get to use it, and it help, so it's a good thing all the way around, even if you're planting potatoes. There's Jay's.
And we have Jay Santiago's YouTube channel in the chat. Thanks to brother Ben Coombs.
Oh, thank you, Ben.
Appreciate that.
With the digitals, look, he downloaded that app and it made him a freaking digital wizard. He's like,
he was just magic for sure.
Copy paste. Everywhere he goes from now on, he's gonna have to do the QR code just because it's there and like download it. And downloaded the menu. Oh, that's awesome.
So Trevor's saying the mushroom dispenser is giving away a free clone plant tomorrow for 420.
Nice.
Right. And Michael Krause says you can grow up to 6 plants per adult where he is. Oh my.
Yep. I think it's 12 here in California. I think it might vary county to county, but whatever it is, it's so lax that, you can get it's very lax. There's a weed
45 is in trouble, Seth.
Uh-oh.
He saw this awesome Heritage H150 today, and it just put an itch in him.
That'll do it.
Get an itch, and it's he's just ready to scratch, I think.
Just parking money, so don't worry about it. So that's great. Yeah, Heritage, nice stuff. Good stuff.
That's right, Ben. You did it to yourself. So Sean Hockey wants to know who in the chat is from Cleveland other than him.
Not from Cleveland, but my mother-in-law her family was from Detroit. Are they close by each other? Cleveland, they're both motor cities, kind of, so they got to be kind of related in some way, but not from Cleveland. But I do want to get through that part of the country in a RV, checking all the stuff out.
Uh-oh. Corey's Garden, of course, when you're famous Corey's Garden, right? He's got a greenhouse gifted to him showing up. So sometime this summer, once he gets a chance of some time off, he's got 5 weeks of holidays in the bank. So
that's enough time to do stuff. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, 5 weeks. Cleveland rocks. A lot of good music came out of Cleveland, if I'm not wrong. Oh, Ben is not that far. 4 to 5 hours. That's like road trippable, especially if you met like 2.5 hours in and then went somewhere cool and then drove back down and made it an adventure.
Okay. I may need to repost that link. Hold on.
Why did it disappear?
No, it is not. Someone in the chat said it wouldn't work.
It's not a live link. Yeah. It might not be a live link. Somebody would have to. Probably can't copy and paste from the chat either. Maybe you can.
Well, Ben had messengered it to me, but it's when you put it in, it doesn't work.
I definitely want to get up to Toronto area. I've heard that is so beautiful up there and clean, and like people are pretty cool as long as you don't tell them you're American. Like I can do that. I can tell them. I think if you tell them that you're Californian, you might get a pass. Am I right, Ben? I don't know.
What?
Like when you go up there, because I know that Americans must be hated a lot of places. Just for being American. It's a thing. We're terrible. Not me personally. I'm a really good human being. Yep. Oh wow. 3 hours? Yeah, by airplane. Haha. But Rico says I'm not too far away from him, but I am going to be going out Rico's way, so we will probably hang out at some point. And Rico's a world traveler. Rico gets around. So you let me know when you're coming to Cali, homie. Yep.
Oh my!
I think Rico might travel for work because he always moving around, which is cool. But at some point, I decided I didn't want to travel for work anymore. No more cars, no more traveling. Too much. So, what do you got going for the rest of the weekend? What's happening? What are you working on other than your finishing up? What we would say would be finishing up a guitar.
So we're going to so tomorrow the family is going to a funeral of a family friend in San Antonio tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And, but Sunday we'll come back and we'll do chatting with Charles, and then we'll go out to the garage and we'll try to finish up the Charles Green guitar.
Beautiful.
There's a few more things on it that I want to do before I send it out. And there's
you mean this one? This is Charles Green's guitar right here. Charles, how are we going to have it done?
Yeah.
Sorry, Charles Green.
You know what? I've got a surprise that I decided that I wanted to add to it too, and so that's going to take me a little bit to do. But I'm hoping that maybe I can get some good time in on Sunday and finish it. I'm also going to be working on the warlock shaped object.
Beautiful. Okay.
So
Like, that's not going to frustrate you at all?
No, I got to do a little patch on the back where we went through the fabric when we were going ahead and sanding it down because
right,
the clear didn't lay down in a certain area right, and then I went too far and took off a piece of fabric. So I was going to strip the whole back off and redo it.
No, little swatch in there.
Fabric is discontinued, and you can't do that anymore.
Yes.
So I've got to make a patch and then see if I can make that blend seamless and go from there. And so we'll get back on that. And then there's a Telecaster that we're going to do a la Lee Greenwood for my brother.
Okay, great. Yeah.
And my office guitar is going into rotation unless something else that comes in that is a paid job, right? So.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah, no, maybe when I cut out one of these bodies, that's a 2x4 body, I'll send it to you once I got it mastered and got them looking good. Because we could bind it and cover it. So I like the idea of working with reclaimed wood, especially for the first few builds. As I make them, as I refine the technique and then get it down, and then move on to more expensive woods, because I don't want to blow it on nice stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jay, thank you. I'm just if you can go ahead and email that. If you go on the main page there, you go ahead and pull down the information on the top. It'll give you my email address. And you can just send me that YouTube link, because the one Ben sent me did not work, and so want to get people over to you.
Totally, and we want to check that out. That sitar situation, the sitar on the guitar. That sounds cool.
So, Internationally Insane Studio says he was taught by the cool Canadians up north in Michigan to steelhead fish. Right? Super cool. In the early '90s, guy had a ton of knowledge. Finger red #1.
No, he sent me some pictures of all the fish that he used to get. Insane catches. Like, that guy's an angler for sure. He's a wrangling angler. An angling wrangler. A wrangler, a smuggler. A drug smuggler. No. A wrangler angler.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
That was weird, because when I did it, it didn't work. And now, okay. So I'm going to try. This is Jay Santiago's channel again. Try that and let me know if that works.
See if that is a live link. It doesn't look alive to me. It looks not alive, but you should be able to copy that, and instead of just clicking it. But that's pretty good shot at it. Give them a chance to get there to the channel. We would like you to remember that.
Okay, so that one is working this time. So
great.
It's the same one. I don't know what it is. The digitals, like Ben likes to say, it's the digitals.
It's the digicals. Yep. So that's good, man. Well, I'm sorry you're going to a funeral, but everybody dies. That's just the graduation to the next thing that's happening, right? So it's good. It's good for them that they're dead, because that's something that had to happen. And I mean, unless it happened tragically, Charles, and I'm talking out of my neck, but I'm just saying that we're all going to die, and it's kind of a beautiful thing, because once you do that, then you're going to get to go do the next thing. So good on you.
So that link is working, folks. Go ahead and head on over there. Go ahead and subscribe.
Hit the bell.
I see some of us already have, and make sure you ring the bell so you get a notification when he goes live later. It could be entertaining.
Don't hit the notification per se on me, because then I post a lot of shorts, and then you would be maybe annoyed by me if you hit the bell notification. So, and I tend to just post when I'm going to be online, so you know when I'm going to be there. But because I'll do 10 shorts for a show that we do. If there's funny stuff like this, I'll post it. So
yeah, see, I like Wayne's style here. He made his first bodies from reclaimed rough cut mahogany from a '66 Chevy quarter panel pallet box.
See, beautiful. Yeah,
nothing goes to waste. Nothing.
And they were using mahogany for pallet boxes. That's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and so this was I saw that this was a redwood 2x4 in the shop. I was like, wow, well, let's use this. Let's see how it goes. So, well, dude,
now, how is it on weight? Is it heavy?
it's so I really won't be able to tell you accurately until I get rid of the rest of this wood. Right? I don't think that it's heavy, except for the fact that there's a third of it has to be cut off.
Yeah.
And once I've got a third of it off, I know that the 2x4 is just a tiny bit thicker than with the actual what they want you to have, like 1 1 7/8, right? So it's almost 2 inches anyway. So 2x4 is basically perfect for it. Yeah. What the hell? Give it a try. See how it goes.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
And I'm not using a router for this one. I'm not going to route the pockets. I'm going to do it the old fashioned way. I'm going to do the drill and chisel. Drill and chisel to route will be a jointer to join. Oh no, I don't need a jointer to join these boards. They're clamped and jointed. What else? I'm cutting around the edge of it. It's going to be a finished edge. So,
but it's all that places where the board you use. Once you get you're going to need a thickness planer though.
Yeah, exactly. I would need a thickness planer is all I need. Yeah, and pass it through, zing, zing 3 times. This didn't get that because we don't have the tool yet. But what you want to do is be able to do it quickly. Like you have to clamp it up, get it done, get it glued, stick it through the thickness sander, zing, zing, it comes out and you're good to go. You don't want to get too caught up in, perfection of making the blank because the blank can be manipulated.
So Guitar Man 45 wants to know why the drill and the chisel?
Because I don't have the router templates yet. So I figure right before I go crazy with a router and blow it, I'm going to do it by hand. I figure I have the time. So Guitar Man, I'm getting paid to do this. I'm teaching kids at school and showing them each step that I'm doing. So I'm just learning it a little bit ahead of time and then I'm getting paid. So I might as well do it the slow way. And also teach the kids the slow way, and then we'll all use the router later. I need to order some templates from Maximum Guitar Works in Colorado. Charles, I got to go. I got a dinner date.
Yeah, you do need to go.
Whoa.
And so
I guess she is beautiful, dude. You met my wife. She's hot. And if I'm not there, she'll go with some other guy.
I get that. You better head out. Let's get these folks sent off in the right
way.
Dude,
I want to thank all you guys, but you guys don't want me to lose my hot wife. And then, maybe you do. And I'm just hanging out all the time. Seth, he started drinking again. He's probably on drugs. His wife left him. He just lives above her garage, building Telecasters out of 2x4s that aren't even joined properly. Boy, I love all you guys, and thank you for calling that out, Simtree. I get you, I know, but we're just doing it, and we learn something each step of the way. So I love all you guys, Billy, Ryan, Rico, Boomer. Who else came through? International was hanging out. Sean, Dwight, Guitar Man, Bo, Ben, of course, Biggity Ben, John,
Symmetry.
Yep, Wayne. Mark,
Ryan Hall, Wayne McConnell, Michael Krause,
Charles 75N, Sadie Lamp.
Sadie Lamp duo. Love those guys.
Hip. Do we say Hip Paul?
Yep.
Yeah. Making sure we go back. Guitar Man 19 or GTR 1952 is here. Rico.
Guitar Man 45.
Yeah, man. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to Presley California Customs.
All right. Until next week, folks.
Until next week, we'll keep talking until Charles hits the button I'm supposed to keep my mouth.
Come on, people. Charles and me. About to take you on guitar safari. So turn on your computer, turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down. One volume, one